For years, Bedford Heights has been commonly referred to as the crossroads to better living, continuing to identify with both the advantages of small-town comforts and taking care of the most valuable resource the city has to offer, the people of the community. Embracing the diverse cultures and age groups of its citizens, Bedford Heights knows that each of its citizens who call this city home play a special role in preserving and developing the future of the community. Nothing is more important to that mission than providing a quality education for the youth who call Bedford Heights home. Serving over 30,000 students, Bedford Heights provides opportunities for its young residents to learn, grow, and prosper. Without a quality education, it will be difficult for students to compete in a global economy. One of the ways the city of Bedford Heights invests in the future of its children is through a scholarship program for graduating high school seniors who are going on to attend college and further their education.
$500 scholarships for Bedford Heights residents only that have already made plans to go to college. They have to have their paperwork done in order to collect the scholarship. So it's definitely going to those who will be in college.
In order to be considered for this scholarship, applicants must go through a thorough and personal application process.
There is an application process that each student must go through. The application period generally begins February 1st and it's over March 31st. Once we gather the applicants, there's some personal references. There are grade requirements, minimum GPA at 2.5. There is a letter that we ask for the counselors to basically give them an endorsement. And we look at overall extracurricular activity, from sports to church involvement to community involvement, and we gather all of those, and then we end it with a personal interview, and we select based on the criteria. We score each applicant 1 to 5, and there's a selection process that finishes with the final interview.
Now in its third year of existence, this scholarship and the selection of the recipients is not only handled by a special committee of Bedford Heights residents, but is funded by private donations.
The scholarship committee works very hard to raise money, as well as getting donations from various individuals in council. So it's one of those things where you either admire the kids or you work with the committee to make sure that our city provides this to our students.
The scholarship committee started as a vision, actually, from our mayor and many of the councilmen. Most of the other communities in this area do offer scholarships to their community members, and so Bedford Heights also wanted to be a community that that gave something back. We are that type of community and that type of city. So we also wanted to have a scholarship committee that could share with our students, particularly those students in need, which are all students these days. With the rising costs of college, there's no such thing as everybody being set. So we hope that we have filled a void in many of those students' financial package.
The leaders of Bedford Heights are well aware of the rising costs in college education. According to a study done by the College Board, the average tuition and fees at public four-year colleges and universities has more than tripled between 1973 and 2013. Today, college students carry an average college debt of nearly $30,000 each. Just 20 years ago, fewer than half of college students graduated with debt, and the amount was less than $10,000 on average.
We know expenses are great with regards to continuing education, so we hope that this gives them something to encourage them, let them know that we are great, we're glad that we had an opportunity to nurture them to some degree, and we wish them great success in the future.
There's a couple that have come back and, tell me about what they're doing and how they're doing in school and academically, and also letting us know that, hey, I'm glad I could help out mom and dad.
While alleviating some of the financial burden that comes with acquiring a college education is a primary goal of the scholarship program, There are other benefits the selection committee sees in organizing this initiative.
It's refreshing, to see them, just to see them grow. Within 2 or 3 years, it's amazing how they grow and how they talk, how they look at things a little differently, and they get a little more serious about education, and just life in general.
Part of the process, what we also do as well is we try to mentor the kids if they have any questions about the college process. Some very frequently ask, where did we go to school, and our process and kind of our journey, and what do we do now. So we always are willing to share and talk about ourselves, especially if we feel good about ourselves and what we're doing now. But just to have the opportunity to touch someone else in a different way and kind of explain your story, and hope that it gives them some encouragement that it was all worth it.
The real statement that we're trying to make here is the value that we put in young people who have lived in Bedford Heights, have graduated from high school, and are moving on. We simply want to offer something to them so that they will feel good about how their community leadership feels about them.
This year, the leaders of Bedford Heights have chosen 6 graduating seniors who have distinguished themselves from their classmates.
These 6 recipients, actually, they were all very uniquely different, but they were all very uniquely talented and stood out amongst the other applicants. Some had a broad range of personal traits that you can really see and believe in their mission, and can kind of see them alignment with their desired goal of one wanted to be a sports management doctor, and the other one a psychologist. So it was a vast array of skills that we saw this year from personality. Some was just top of the class, scholastic involvement, and other was overall realm in citizenship and community involvement.
I've been a member of the scholarship committee since its inception, so I've had the opportunity to meet with many of the students in the community and see their evolvement. Some of the kids who have won scholarships today were just entering high school when the committee first began, and I happen to, as being a longtime member of the community, know most of these students. So I've had an opportunity to watch them grow and just sort of mature and cultivate. They each bring something different to the table. They are all exceptionally talented in many different ways. As Jason indicated, their interests are varied, from some wanting to go into sports medicine to others entering various other fields.
Their efforts and accomplishments have earned them other accolades as well.
When we went to present the awards for the certificate for their scholarships at the high school, we discovered that not only were we giving them scholarships, but they also received many, many awards, each and every one. I don't think there's a student here who did not get at least 2, 3, 4 awards.
Recently, the council members of Bedford Heights invited this year's recipients to attend their monthly meeting and be recognized for their achievements. The road for one of these recipients, Kayla Glenn, was unique.
My journey was extensively long. I worked in the registrar's office my first and second semester of my senior year, so I was always filing paperwork and everything. And when the scholarships came out, she was like, "Oh, you live in Bedford Heights, you should do this one." So I picked it up and started working on it that day in class.
Kayla has worked really hard this school year, and I'm very proud of her accomplishments. She works really hard to achieve her goals. She's a very goal-oriented individual. She knew in 7th grade what she really wanted to do as far as a career choice was concerned. She set up her class schedule to be able to achieve those goals, to be prepared for college level courses. Kayla participated in the LCC classes at Bedford High School, so she has some college credits already. And she also participated in a marketing class, which gained her college credits at Tri-C, and the LCC classes gained her college credits at Lorraine Community College.
As an athlete, an outstanding student, an active participant in the community during her high school career, Kayla is looking forward to the next chapter in her educational journey.
I'm going to go to Kent State, and I want to work for the government in the future, but during college I'm going to start working on forensic science and toxicology, learning about cells and like the human body, nervous system and everything, because I really want to be a medical examiner.
Tiara Neal, another scholarship recipient, was excited when she heard the news about her being selected, which made the wait worth it.
They said they would let me know via email, and it was like 2 weeks, so I figured I didn't get it, but then I finally got it, so I was excited.
Not only is the city of Bedford Heights proud of Tiara, but so are her parents.
Really proud, very proud. She works hard, and she's been working hard all year, so we are really thankful and proud.
She will be continuing her education in the hopes to give back to her community by providing a very special kind of medical service.
I am officially a Bowling Green State University Falcon. I'm a pre-vet biology major, and I have a minor in general sciences, so I guess in the next 4 years I'll be applying to graduate school so I can be a veterinarian.
Sheila Penn is also a distinguished student and resident of Bedford Heights who was chosen as a scholarship recipient this year. For her, this experience is vindication for all of her hard work.
I think it's going to be a good experience to know that all my hard work has paid off through the 4 years in high school.
Sheila's educational journey will continue this fall as she enrolls to earn a business degree.
I will be attending Kent State University and majoring in sports management and minoring in finance.
In addition to the scholarships, these recipients were also given some words of wisdom by the committee, as well as the councilmen and women of Bedford Heights as they continue their journey.
You're not just competing with your neighbor or the people in your school or your city. You're competing on a worldwide basis now, and you'll see it more and more as they progress up the various levels of education and work. And this is the first or second step insofar as getting ready for that total picture.
The city of Bedford Heights is looking not only to continue to offer this scholarship, but grow it into something much bigger.
These young people have been preparing for 12 years. They've been on a long journey, and this gives them an opportunity, well, they now have an opportunity to continue their education. And what we have at this time is we have allowed 2 roads to intersect. They are now prepared to accept the opportunity, and we know expenses are great with regards to continuing education. So we hope that this gives them something to encourage them, let them know that we are great, we're glad that we had an opportunity to nurture them to some degree, and we wish them great success in the future.
Sheila, Tiara, and Kayla, and the other scholarship recipients, Farron Wright, Victoria Gwynn, and Brandon Cloud, have made their parents proud, as well as the entire community of Bedford Heights, who wishes them well.
I would just like to congratulate the young people for their endeavors and being recognized by this committee, and I wish them well in their future endeavors.